talk on an individual basis. In
But no,
every
but no, you
individual
don't-
situation, it could be different. Could be a man in one relationship, could be a woman in the other.
But honey-
Whoever does the best job.
But honey-
There's not always a man for president. There will be a woman president someday.
Well, that's okay, fine. If she got the bill, yeah, but I'm saying.
And she might be
we
deciding
talking-
how much salt to put in that cake.
Yes, but if you got, yeah, because she's the boss.
Right.
She is finally one decision, but you said two chefs. That means there's a man and a woman in the kitchen. Who has the final say?
The smarter one.
Who determines
The
who's the
stronger
smart? Well,
one.
who determines? I haven't done that. I didn't say men's strength. Who has the final decision? It's two people. Who has one of us have to be decisive, have to be the one that makes the final decision. How do we come to that conclusion? Based on what?
Trust.
Honey, what do you mean trust? You said two chefs to equal.
I would have to trust that you knew better than me, and I would have
Well,
to say,
suppose I-
okay, Leroy,
Whoa,
we're
whoa,
going to
whoa,
go your
what?
way this time.
No, the point is, if it's two chefs, automatically, we don't have time to talk about trust. Somebody automatically, it's like the general and the colonel. The general has the final decision regardless of what the colonel says. Because the general's in charge. When a man and a woman is equal, the man is in charge.
All right, well, I painted out several good arguments. I have to hear you, take the arguments down. First of all, individualistically, any woman and man, couple, paired team in the kitchen cooking, it would depend on that team who was the strongest. Not whether one was male or female
But we don't
across
talk
the
about
board.
strength, darling. We talk about decision. It's
Right.
different. Somebody has to be the final decision.
Right.
You see, now you know what's the difference now? You are a special woman.
But you're trying to make a black and white rule across the board.
Yeah, because it's got to be, somebody's got to make the final decision, darling. That's the black and white rule. Somebody has to be the decision maker.
How many black and white rules stand in bodybuilding?
Well,
How many rules are black and white when you're training?
No, yeah, but we're not talking about training.
Isn't it situational?
We're talking about a situation where you said two, you brought that up now. Two chefs.
Okay, but answer the
Now
question.
you see the difference. You know
Answer
why
the
you said
question.
no. You know the difference why you feel
How
the way
many
you feel?
rules
You
can
are-
go undisputed across the board for every individual, for every situation, for every date and time? What rule stands and cannot be defeated no matter what situation?
Well, there is no rules.
Right.
But you must remember something. Did you know why you feel different? Because you are an unusual woman. You have all of the femininity of a woman, yet you have the strength and the power. It's kind of hard for you to show a deference to a man in that respect because you just put me down here and I'm a macho man. I mean, so now you count the women on one hand.
What you're doing,
you count the women with one
Leroy,
hand, but 5 fingers.
You're
cut 'em.
treasuring an attribute of macho as if that's a quality that we have to continue to have, and I don't believe that.
So what do you think? You think that, see, it's hard for you to take back step to a man that you feel physically superior to. Most women feel physically inferior to men. You have trained, you go to the gym and you got a lot of guys there couldn't even unbutton your shoes, you're so much superior to them. It's kind of hard for you.
I know a couple of those.
It's kind of hard for you to look up at this man as superior because this is a unique situation. And you're trying to extrapolate that to the general public, and you can't. Most women take a back step because they feel psychologically, physically, another way inferior to the men. And you know that. I mean, you know what they always say? She's
Well,
taking advantage of the woman.
I
You know what I mean?
don't think I can change a public norm. A public norm changes over time.
Well, we're talking about you as an individual, but a woman, an average woman will never feel like you feel. It's impossible for you to feel the deference to a man as the average woman. Because you defeat men, and every time you see them around you, they're like chumps compared to you. How are you going to look upon this man as superior to you? But the average woman don't have that experience. The average woman couldn't pick up a 5-pound dumbbell. You know, she's so busy putting on lipstick and perfume. So when she come across a strong macho man, right away she feels, inferior to the man. He's the big, but you cannot feel that.
But this is not a pure attitude. This is not a mentality that 100% of the population feel. There's a smaller percent of the population that maybe accepts a female having strength or having a build that's muscular. And there's a larger percentage that goes with the conformed idea that women shouldn't be stronger.
A very small
But that's-
percentage feel that the woman's not like
I
you.
don't know if we should take a poll or not, but
No,
I
we
think,
don't have to take a
I think
poll.
it may be predominantly stacked towards women being the weaker sex, but that's not truly going to be always the case. And I don't really believe that that's always going to be the way the standard of society lives.
The average woman is trying her best to be as feminine and as weak as she can. That's why you find.
Tell that to Barbara Boxer.
The
I'm sure
average
she
woman-
doesn't care about that at all.
What do you mean? I bet you 2-1, Barbara Boxer. Yeah,
She's not trying to be weak
I
and
bet
feminine to anybody.
No, yeah, but with her husband, I mean, she's still a woman.
And
She's
tell that
not
to
gonna feel
Hillary
competitive, huh?
Clinton. Hillary Clinton isn't worried or concerned about the
No,
strength
she's
of men.
She's not concerned. No, she's doing her thing. But I'm saying she still
There's
feels.
just not that many women like them.
But you feel not only superior, you probably feel superior mentally and physically, which makes it very hard for you to take a back step to man.
That's not true. That's an assumption.
Well, you want to be more, show more deference than you really feel. Sometimes you get annoyed that you have to show deference to the weakness of a man that you know needs it.
No.
No,
I show weakness because I have pity.
for the man.
They're pathetic, no?